If you couldn't even get Donald Trump to invest in your theme park in the 80s, baby, child, buckle up with the seatbelts the Action Park did not provide, as I give y'all a breakdown of this documentary. And when you go to them little haphazard ass amusement parks that be popping up in the parking lot of your malls and your cities, think about this documentary, please, because Lord, this is the story of a New Jersey theme park that ran on complete chaos and concussions. Now, Gene Mulvihill was their CEO. Gene was one of them people that wanted to make money by any means necessary, and he did not care if it came with electrocutions. On the heels of Walt Disney World opening in Florida, Gene decides, you know what? We need a Walt Disney World up here in New Jersey. So he opens up Action Park on May 26, 1978. And their motto was, where you're the center of action, there's nothing in the world like Action Park. Baby, there was nothing, and I hope there never is ever again. So there are 3 areas in this theme park, and each area is maintained and ran by very young, very irresponsible teenagers. This man was one of the park operation managers, and even he said it was kind of a joke for you to work there, but you liked it because you made money. So Action Park had 3 sections, and each section was an equal opportunity provider of whatever entry you wanted. So Alpine Center had several crazy ass rides up in that left corner there. Then you have Water World, which is in the right corner. We're going to talk about some of hers. And then Motor World in the bottom. Now, I want y'all to look at this line in the middle that says Route 94. Just remember that there's a highway in the middle of the amusement park right next to Motor World. You already know where this is going. Now, the Cannonball Loop is the first ride we're introduced to during the documentary. And these fools created this without an engineer, without a physicist, without anybody that's going to know actual science. Just they rabbit-ass minds and Home Depot. This was so unsafe because not every kid was weighing the same. So not every kid could make this loop. And kids would come out with lacerations and missing teeth. And if they didn't come out with lacerations or missing teeth, they would come out with bleeding heads from hitting their head on the missing teeth that were stuck in the damn pipe. I cannot make this up. Another crazy ride was the Roaring Rapids. Now, as you can see, this person is supposed to be managing the fact that there are way too many people there. What is she doing? Resting her ass. And that's why children started to die. As a matter of fact, 6 people died. 6, 3 of which were from the same attraction. 1 of which was an electrocution. Another one was a heart attack. And another one was a child hitting their head on a rock. Why was the rock near a ride, you ask? Because the Alpine slide was unregulated, insecure, and had 0 barriers around it. So people could just slide right on off and hit their head and pass away. And there were 3 deaths alone in the wave pool. And these fools called it the grave pool, jokingly. Friend. And the attractions that did not have deaths had very close calls. Like this lady is one of the lifeguards that used to work there. She said in the speedboats, this one man drove the speedboat right over another person's head. She said she thought the man was dead. He wasn't, thank God. But Lord, can you imagine if his hair had got caught in the... Oh, my God. So after several reports and even a few deaths, the feds have to get involved. But they are quickly seeing that Gene got a lot of ties in New Jersey. And this woman even lost her job for reporting what Gene was doing. And then this fool calls her on the phone. She's like, you're telling me that they're not finished with me? And he like, yeah. And I'm not going to say who because you already know who I'm talking about. Sir! Now, the CEO, Gene Mulvihill, died in 2012, and we don't talk bad about the dead, but what I will say is that Chris Christie came out and said, Gene Mulvihill's contributions to the economic development of Sussex County are unquestionable. Unquestionable indeed, because he got you a lot of money, and he also filled a lot of graves. I don't understand. Wow. But it was really this mama that broke my heart because her child was the one that died first in 1980 from hitting his head on the Alpine slide. And unfortunately, all they got was $100,000. And one thing about Gene, he said he was just going to settle and not pay. So the U.S. federal government would have to come for that money. Whoa. You know, I don't know if y'all believe in the afterlife, but Gene probably looking up at me recording this right now like, this bitch got my name in her mouth. Now, the craziest part about the documentary is that all of the people who are recounting all of these situations that work there say it in a nostalgic way. They're not going through trauma and being like, oh my God, that was so crazy. They are like, yeah, I mean, it was the 80s. You know, we were just outside. We were the last generation that could do that. But the most chilling thing that I think the directors did a great job on was ending it here. The last scene is in the cemetery and the mother is with her son at the gravesite. Like, let's remember what actually happened. Nostalgia aside, people died.